Very good morning, dear students. So today we are going to learn an important topic which will be pretty helpful in solving problems and analyzing the phase change processes of water. So you know that whenever phase changes, it happens at a constant temperature at a given pressure. So here the ice is changed to water at 0 degrees Celsius for when the pressure is maintained at 1 atmospheric pressure. Similarly, the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius for 1 atmospheric pressure, where the water changes to vapor, or the liquid state is converted to vapor state, right? So already we have covered this. If you have missed this session, please watch from the playlist phase change processes. So this will be the overview of this session which we are going to discuss. Steam, as you know, is a pure substance which exhibits unique and constant properties at different pressures and temperatures. So whenever the pressure is changed, the boiling point as well as freezing point for water also change, right? Hence, the once determined values could be tabulated and presented in the form of tables or charts. So once the phase change process for water is determined, analyzed experimentally, each and every value of pressure, temperature, enthalpy, entropy, etc. could be tabulated and could be well presented in the form of tables or charts. So those tables and charts are commonly known as steam tables and Mollier chart or Mollier diagram. They are the companions of engineers who work with steam and its properties. If you want to design a steam nozzle or a steam boiler or a steam power plant, after all, obviously you need to have the steam tables as well as Mollier chart along with you for the better understanding and analysis. So steam tables, the first one, are the tabular presentation of properties such as enthalpy, specific enthalpy, lowercase h, s, u and v are for specific properties per unit mass. Enthalpy, entropy, internal energy and specific volume, all are specific properties at different saturation pressures and temperatures, so steam tables are providing you the basic properties of steam at different pressures and temperatures. So steam tables, there are two different types of tables arranged for the liquid vapor mixture region, that is based on the pressure as well as based on the temperature. The steam properties for superheated steam are also estimated on the third section of the steam table and tabulated at some discrete pressures for varying degree of superheat. So whenever the steam is situated at a temperature greater than the boiling point of water, then it is termed as superheated vapor, right? So there is separate table, superheated vapor table. So I will show you a simple representation of steam table. This will be like this. There will be multiple columns. This is a pressure based steam table. So the first column being the pressure. It might be in bar or kilopascals depending on the presentation by others. Then the second column will be saturation temperature corresponding to that pressure. If the pressure is 1 atmospheric pressure, the saturation temperature of water would be 100 degrees Celsius, 99.995 degrees Celsius. Then you have the enthalpy, entropy, specific volume and internal energy as four separate volumes. Now under each columns of enthalpy you have HF, Hg and HFG. What are they? HF stands for the enthalpy value for the liquid portion. Hg stands for the enthalpy value for the gaseous substance of water. HFG for the mixture. Okay, if x equal to 1, that is a quality of steam is equal to 1, HF plus X into HFG will be equal to Hg. That means HF plus HFG will be equal to Hg if X equal to 1. You know the relation. Hg equal to HF plus X into HFG. Fine. So Hg being the specific enthalpy of the vapor form of water being the highest here. So we can always find out either X or any missing values for a given process using these tables. So for a given saturation pressure and temperature, or for a given pressure and saturation temperature, you can find out all these values like enthalpy, entropy, specific volume, internal energy from these tables. So you should be carefully look into the table for the corresponding pressure values if you are using pressure based steam table. Then similarly you can get entropy. Similarly SF, SG and SFG are given in the units will be always represented on the top of the table. Fine. Then you have a specific volume VF and VG from which we can evaluate VFG if required. Then internal energy UF, UG and UFG are also given per kilogram. Everything is in specific basis. Then you have here the temperature based steam table, where for a given temperature the saturation pressure corresponding to that temperature will be given. Then similarly enthalpy, entropy, specific volume and internal energy are presented in the temperature based steam table. That is second. Third one is the superheated table for enthalpy. So similarly superheated steam table for entropy will be there, specific volume will be there, and specific internal energy will be there. So here whenever the given temperature of steam is above the saturation temperature of steam for a given pressure, if the saturation temperature of steam is above the the given temperature is above the saturation temperature for the given pressure, you have to look into this table, superheated steam table. So if suppose the pressure is 1 atmospheric pressure, if the temperature given is 110 degrees Celsius, so obviously you have to look into this table, because you know that the condition of steam at that temperature is superheated. So then corresponding temperature, so 110, we can look into the 110 T, T1, T2, T3 up to T7 will be given. So this will be enthalpy value for varying degree of superheat. So different temperature values will be given here from the saturation temperature. So correspondingly enthalpy values will be given. There will be only one enthalpy. There is no HF, HG or HFG, because it is superheated. H sup, H subscript SUP, H superheat, superheated enthalpy, superheated value, enthalpy of the superheated steam. Similarly, tables will be there for entropy, specific internal energy as well as specific volume. Fine. So these three are the tables available in the steam tables under pressure based steam table, temperature based steam table and superheated steam table for different properties. So which are the properties available in steam table? We have enthalpy, entropy, internal energy and specific volume. All these properties could be directly read from the steam table. Now if you don't want to look at the table, all these values is presented on a chart known as Mollier diagram. It is a plot between enthalpy and entropy, specific enthalpy and specific entropy. Specific enthalpy on the y-axis and specific entropy on the x-axis. This diagram is obtained on the basis of following equation. When you combine the first and second law of thermodynamics, you will get one TdS relation. TdS equal to dH minus VdP. TdS is equal to dH minus VdP for the phase change process. So based on this equation only, this HS diagram is plotted. So here is the representation of the Mollier chart or Mollier diagram. You have enthalpy on the y-axis coordinate, on the abscissa you have the entropy, specific enthalpy and specific entropy. Then you can see the vapor dome here. This is a vapor dome, this curve. Fine. saturated vapor line and saturated liquid line, critical point. Fine, you know that above critical point directly the compressed liquid will be changed to the vapor. Then you can have the compressed liquid region, liquid vapor region, and vapor region or superheated vapor region. And you can have the constant temperature lines. Then you have the this one constant pressure lines. Okay, all these lines you can see on a HS chart or Mollier diagram. So directly, depending on where the point is correspondingly, for example, you have a point here, so you can directly get HF and HG here for a process. If the phase change is taking place at a given temperature and pressure, depending on the pressure and temperature values, from the saturated liquid line you can get HF, and from the saturated vapor line corresponding to that pressure and temperature you can get HG. Similarly, you can get SF and SG. The difference between these two will be the SFG. Similarly, HFG. So everything can be directly obtained, but the steam table will be, you can get the value directly from the table, but if the temperature or pressure values are not listed on the steam table, if some odd value is given, so it's better to use this Mollier diagram to get the values, but it will be a little bit time consuming. You have to use some ruler and locate the exact point. So you should be very careful to avoid any errors by while reading the values from the steam table. So both of the values, whatever you are getting from the steam table or from the Mollier diagram, for the given pressure and temperature would be the same. There won't be any difference. Then we will try to solve some simple examples using this Mollier chart and steam tables in the upcoming classes. So be well prepared for that by watching this entire session. If you have any doubts, feel free to comment. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.